Take 64. Welcome back everyone to All the Beer No Idea. Big Bad Bazza, the walrus of beer love, is back with another beer review. That all come out in one go. Well done, Bazza. What have we got for you now? Well, we're off to North Wales and Llandudno, and we have a beer from Wild Horse Brewing Co, and this is a can of their Mr. Mills Circus Coffee Stout. It's coming in at 6%, 440ml can, picked up in a box of 6 different beers for 23 quid. So I don't know how much it is exactly, but on the occasion I bought it, it's coming in at just under £4. You're probably thinking, that's an odd name, Mr. Mills Circus. Well, there's a little story on the back here, and I'm going to tell you, and that'll enlighten you on the name of the can of the beer. In 1941, with the threat of the German invasion at its highest, MI5 hatched a plan to hide their most sensitive double agents in hotels across North Wales. Codename Mr. Mills Circus. So we've got a brewery from North Wales doing a beer and calling a beer something that relates to North Wales. Yeah, Mr. Mills Circus is a full-bodied oat stout brewed with freshly roasted coffee, courtesy of our friends and neighbours, Heartland Coffee. Yeah. So basically, they've got Heartland Coffee to supply the coffee for this coffee stout, because it didn't come out very well then, did it? There we go. There's the label. So yeah, double agents. It's looking all very sort of dark, seedy streets with double agents having a fag. So there we go. Nice artwork on the can. Let's shut the fuck up now, so we can get on with this beer review. There's the old little Wild Horse brewing glass. So let's crack it open, see what we get. I was going to do this last night, but I got out of the bath and I just fucking couldn't be bothered. I really couldn't. I was so tired. I thought if I do it now while it's tight, while I'm tired, it's going to be a bad beer review. You know, like this one's any better. So, right, beer in a glass. That is jet black, absolutely jet black. I know I've got no light on, but that is jet black for me. We've got a good 2 finger or finger and a half of lovely compact tan head. Looks really nice. Should we have some light in here? Bear with me for a second. Let's get some light on. There we go. We got some light now. So, yeah, jet black. Yeah, it's quite well carbonated. I can see a bit going up there, but it looks lovely. Looks really good. So, coffee stout. I'm expecting big roasty coffee malty hit really to this. Let's dive in on those, see what we get. Oh yeah, big coffee hit. Lovely. Rich maltiness. Roasted coffee. Maybe a little hint of chocolate in there as well on the aroma. But that's pretty much all it is. It's just hitting you with big coffee notes, big roasted malts, a little bit of chocolate in there. And that's what you're having. It smells really nice anyway, so let's dive in. Cheers, everyone. Okay, let's go in again. Body is very, very light. Very light. Carbonation is quite busy in there with carbonation, but it's small bubbles, so it does feel nice. It doesn't really affect the beer. And despite it being, I think, very thin and well carbonated, the mouthfeel is still quite nice in there. Taste wise, well, I'm going to tell you what you probably pretty much expect from the taste. In the background, and there is just a tickle of it, and that's chocolate. On the front end, big roasted malts and lots of coffee. That's about the bulk of the drink, really. There's maybe a little bit of a dark fruit vineness going on as well in the background. The coffee's very nice. It's got a lovely sort of fresh ground coffee taste to it. Nice and strong. No real bitterness in there. You know, with the coffee in there, and stouts anyway, you expect a bitterness to it. And it kind of is there, but it's very subtle. But on the other side, there's no sweetness either. You know, you kind of expect either bitterness or sweetness with stouts. This doesn't really have any sweetness in it. And the bitterness it does have is very light. Not really in there, to be honest. There is some bitterness in there, but it's not really in there. 6%. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. And in all honesty, I've said that the beer is really light, feels very thin, but it drinks really well, and it actually suits this beer. You know, some beers can be reasonably heavy, but don't always suit the beer. This actually is all right. You know, I was quite disappointed with the body to start off with. Lots of carbonation. You know, I'm thinking there, is this going to be that good? It's nice. It's a decent beer. It is a decent beer. It's very drinkable, very enjoyable. You don't get the 6%. It's very easy going. It's the sort of beer, excuse me, it's the sort of stout. It's almost a beginner stout in the sense that it doesn't have that strong bitterness in there. And isn't too overpowering on flavours. Although the flavours are there and you do get them, it's not whacking you with huge bitterness or all these different fancy flavours. It's hitting you with exactly the sort of flavours you want from a stout and not really punching you in the chops with it that you think, ooh, that's a little bit too much. Yeah, it's a decent beer. It's a decent beer. One downside I would have to it, although it's a very well-made beer, does it justify the price? I don't know how much this generally is online. I don't know. But like I said, the way I bought it is coming in at about £3.80, something like £3.85. Is it worth that? No, I don't know. I don't know. But it is a nice beer. So yeah, they're my views on this beer. Feel free to comment, give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Fucking, shall I just shut up? Let's finish it there. See you on another beer review. Cheers.